Welcome for stopping in at Brother Brian's motherfucking garage. Today is Black Friday, record store day. Oh yeah. And I got up early today, and I got there about 30 minutes early at Omega Music in the Oregon District in Dayton, Ohio, which is my favorite record store. And I picked up some records I'll share with you guys. I had a list of things I went through and picked out a bunch of things that I wanted. And I ended up getting everything on my list except for one album which I was unable to get because it was sold out before I got there. And it was the Jerry Garcia David Grisham album. It's like, damn, man, that would have been a fantastic album, man. So, kind of bummed about that. So, I was kind of share with you guys what I picked up. If you want to hang out, and I'll show you the records that I did get that were on my list. And I did get some that were not on my list because I expected that. They always have an incredible used record drop. And I went today, another thing is I went with some friends today, which is always bad. Whenever you go with your friends, it seems like you always, your friends are always like, hey, look at this album. And then you end up buying more albums. So, and that's how I've got this one. Okay, this is a CD. Okay, I got all records except for this. And I got this Ravi Shankar 4 CD booklet, live in concert, rare ragas, mind-blowing melodies. This is on 24-bit, 96 hertz, high-end mastering digital CDs. It's 4 CD set, and it comes with the book on one side. It's super duper cool. Super cool. So yeah, I mean it's got side one has 68 minutes, side 2 is 52, or disc 2, CD 1 68 minutes, CD 3 54 minutes, CD 2 63. I mean it's just hours and hours of Ravi Shankar, man. And this was $11. I don't care, I'll share the price with you. Paid $11 for 4 set of Ravi Shankar. All right, now probably one of my more important pickups from today was this one right here. This was the Studio One Kings, the original limited edition special yellow Studio One Kings. Right around the world, today's sound today, soul jazz records. I love Studio One recordings. The Studio One is the famous Jamaican record label from back in the 50s. This was one of my high priority albums. Probably not for most people. Most people probably are not looking for this Studio One. I definitely wanted to get the Studio One. Let me find a place to put this down here. Hang on a minute. Let me move you around just a smidge. There we go. Now I got some room. All right, Studio One. And then I picked up, and I haven't listened to none of these yet. I haven't even opened them. I just got home, but I figured I'd share them with you. And then we have this Ravi Shankar and Ali Akbar Khan in concert from 1972, 50th anniversary edition. Produced by George Harrison and Zakir Hussain. But yeah, I really wanted this. It's a double album, live concert. Fantastic. Man, I was really glad. These were my two main picks. I wanted these 2 records. These are the ones I really wanted. If I couldn't get these 2, I'd be pretty upset right now. But I ended up getting it. And The next album I picked up was this one. This isn't a record store day. This is an old, I think this is an old previous record store day. It's Ragged But Right. It's recorded live in 1987 at the Lunt Fontaine in December 1987. Wiltord Warfield Theaters in New York City, I do believe. Yeah, I believe this is, yes, recorded live in New York City. So you got Jerry Garcia, these cats playing. This is a previous record store day release. My buddy, he says, "Hey man, check this out." And I was like, "Oh wow, woo!" And I ended up getting it. Yeah, and I'm not. Yeah, it's badass. So that kind of getting that Jerry Garcia took the place of not getting the David Grisham, Jerry Garcia. And John Kahn and Jerry Garcia. This is another one. Pure Jerry. His first time on vinyl, gold vinyl, limited to 7,500 copies. This is a 1987 concert. San Rafael, California, I do believe is what that says. So yeah, I picked that up. At the next one, this is a, I don't know, this was the 1972 Europe tour for the Grateful Dead. I picked this up today, okay? They just reissued this, okay? This is not the reissue. This is, I don't know when this was made. I do not know when this was made. But this is an old record. I mean, you can look, specially priced 3 record set. It's got a hype sticker right here on it. And the hype sticker's like really faded out. I mean, this is an old copy and it's sealed. I paid $69 for this. And I was up there, and the guy at the cash register, the guy that was working, he says, "I was wondering when somebody was going to buy that." I said, "It just doesn't look right. It's got a sticker here. It doesn't have, I'm looking for a date. I don't see a date." But anyway, I bought this. I've been wanting this. They had 2 copies. They had the new one, and they had this copy. I ended up getting this one. And I do plan on opening it and spinning it and doing a little bit more investigating on when it actually was released. And then the next item I picked up today was the Fillmore West is San Francisco 1969 box set. This was a no-brainer for me. Okay, this was a no-brainer. 1969 San Francisco, fucking Grateful Dead, man. It's just killer, man. It's got side 1 is 21 minutes of Dark Star. Side 2, St. Stephen. Turn on your love light. Side 3, 15 minutes. Just killer, man. This was a no-brainer. Definite, insert into my Grateful Dead collection. So, killer score there for me. And the next one I picked up, they had, I think, 2 copies of this at the store. And one of them was already gone. And they had the other one sitting there. And that's the Bo Diddley box set. Bo Diddley, I Am a Man, the Chess Masters from 1955 to 1958. It was $119. But it's a 4 LP set, man, and it has fucking tons of music, man. I mean, there's a incredible amount of beautiful old blues, man. Just fucking killer, man. So yeah, I picked this up today. It actually has it's opened up here like the bookends. I like that, man. Very cool. That was a no-brainer for me as well. So I grabbed that. Now I do have some just some regular records mixed in. Picked up Public Enemy. This is not a record store day release, I don't believe. Fucking great album though, man. I love Public Enemy. And then they had this one, and I had just picked up a copy of this one. And sometimes you could get a really nice copy. So this is the Doors. I know I just showed this a while back recently, but it was $9. It's a made in English. So this is a, God, my brain is fried right now. It's an import. This is an import. It's what I'm trying to say here. It's on the electric red. So yeah, let me pull that out so you can see it. So yeah, I picked that up. I was like, yeah, I seen it. And I was like, immediately, I was like, I'm not gonna get it. And look at that. But then it's like, you know what? It's $9, man. You know, it's like it's only $9, and it might be way better than what I got. You always have a friend or somebody that may need a copy of the Doors. That's a fucking great Doors album, by the way. You know, I picked the Lightning Hopkins up here. This is a 1971. No gatefold. Mojo. The song one. It has Mojo Head on it, man. Right there you go. Lightning Hopkins, Mojo Head. Enough said about that album. Then I got this 1982 2LP gatefold. Okay, this is a 2LP gatefold from 82. George Jones. Anniversary, 10 years of hits. And it was $14.99. Fucking great album. Beautiful album. I mean, it's a big gatefold. I mean, this is a big, thick gatefold. George Jones. So, yeah, side 2 on disc 2 is the Grand Tour. Okay, the Grand Tour. And then, you know, side 4, he stopped loving her. Yeah, Same Old Me. I mean, it's just a great album. You know, it's going right into my George Jones collection, man. I do have some more record store. I'm just going through them here. Then I picked this up. This was $3.99. It's Jamal, Ahmad Jamal live concert here. This is a 1961 mono. It's on the Argo. Argo, check that label out. The old Argo. Audio Odyssey by Argo, man. Fucking badass. $3.99. Old, man. 61. So yeah, I got that. Had a lot of fun today digging, man. It's a good time. There was a lot of people there. I had a guy get mad at me. He was trying to cut. It was funny. He just walked. You know, there's a line. I don't know how you guys do it, but there's a line. They let people come in. It kind of wraps around the store. And there was these 2 young guys behind me. They were kind of bigger fellas. This guy comes in. He goes, "Is this where the line begins?" And I start joking around with him, man. And told him, I said, "Man," I said, "You can cut in front of me." I said, "But those 2 big guys behind me might kick your ass. And then I'm going to videotape it for YouTube. I want to make some money." They started getting upset. He's like, "Well, you don't have to be a dick and all this." I'm laughing about it. I'm like, I'm not being a dick, you know. I picked the Modern Jazz Quartet up. This is a jazz compilation album here. The Golden Striker. pick that up. All right, here we go. Back to the record store day records. Here we go. I picked up the Willie Nelson album that they had. This is Shotgun Willie's 50th anniversary. Nice thick copy here. Record store day. It's got a 2 LP set. It has the outtakes and alternatives from the album sessions, which is kind of cool. And there was also a Billy Striggs and Willie Nelson, okay? And it was like $22, okay? Which I love Billy Striggs. I think Billy Striggs is just fucking badass. You know, we love Willie. We all love Willie Nelson. But it was like $23. It only had 2 songs on it. It was an EP with 2 songs. It was like 20-something bucks. So it was sitting right next to this. And I just let it keep sitting there because I was like, you know what? That's just a little bit too much. 20-something dollars, $23, $24 for an EP. Now, granted, if it would have been like some rare collectible, that would have been different. But it wasn't. It was a record store day record, okay? This one here, man, I was really glad to pick this up. What a absolute gem. This is a gem right here. It's Joni Mitchell, Court and Spark demos. Man. Fantastic album, man. Definitely. Love Joni. I think she's just wonderful. Joni Mitchell, fantastic. I love the folky stuff. And this record here, I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to get it or not get it, you know, and I was sitting there and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just go ahead and get it. I ended up getting the Kicks album. It was sitting right there. Cool Kids. This is like an anniversary album. I do believe this is like the anniversary. It's on Atlantic. But yeah, Kicks. You guys know. If you guys know Kicks, you know what that's all about. That's a great album. And this album, I just picked this up because I was curious. This was in the folk section. Kathy Winter and Betsy Rose, Sweet Sorcery. So I don't know what the hell this is, man. I'm like, what is this, man? I don't know what it is. I'm just curious. I ended up getting it. And then they had Bob Marley's Exodus for $9. So I ended up picking that up. And you can't go wrong with old Bobby Boy. Some Stan Getz. This is a 1969 on the Verve. The Verve label 69 Getz, $4. Come on, man. You know. And there's a little Chick Corea. Groove Merchant, black label. So this is like Chick Corea and this other cat. I don't know who this other cat is. Longo, but you know, here we go. Chick Corea. This is a 1974. So got that. Now check this out. Check this out. Now this is really kind of cool. Check this out, man. This is Burt Weenie Sandwich by Frank Zappa, man. Yeah, Burt Weenie Sandwich. Yeah, $7.99, man. It says, God, this is a tasty little sucker. But anyway, yeah, I thought that was cool. That was sitting there, man. And me and my buddy, we were sitting there digging through. And I was sitting there, and he's a big Frank Zappa fan, my friend is. And he was, like, looking at it. I said, yeah, sorry, man, I'm taking this one home with me. It's just, this record here is just too fucking cool just to give away. So, anyway, that was my record store day digs. That's all I got today. That's not too bad. I did. So I'll be listening to me some beautiful music this week. Pretty excited, man. And I do appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Brother Brian's out of here.